Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen, for Protoss versus Protoss, the winners match? We are going to determine right now the first player who's going to advance to the next round of the tournament. To the top left, we have in the red the Protoss player. Starting for the StarTale team, this is
StarTale Squatter.
In German, the Pokemon is actually called Shigi.
Yep. I forgot what it is in Korean. Kopumi, actually, that's what it is, which means turtle. Anyway, his opponent, the bottom left, two-time GSL champion, took out Marine King 2-0 with ease. He is
SKMC.
It's actually really interesting that we have like a guy from America and a guy from Germany casting in Korea, the Koreans playing, and we have the Korean, the English, and the German expression for Pokemon.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like that. This is
You guys are learning a lot
This
today.
is the global Star League, man. That's what GSL means. And MC, or rather Squirtle going second pylon before gas. Made double gas before core as a result. That's something that's becoming more popular. MC's girlfriend came to the studio today, and I thought she was just being shown on the Korean stream, but she was not. But she came. She's very pretty.
Yeah,
You guys have seen
she's
her
always
before?
here when he's playing,
Yeah.
isn't she? And for some reason, MC today seems to be pretty cheery, by the way.
Yeah, he really does.
He's in really good mood.
And Squirtle is only mining with one harvester in the gas. This is really weird.
What do you think we're going to see on this map now? MC and Squirtle are both two amazing players. Who do you think has the edge, especially on this map?
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what Squirtle is doing. Like before I can say anything, I have to figure this out. Okay, so now he's taking a second gas a little bit late. Mining 3 from 2 actually. No, only 2. What is his plan here? He's getting a bunch of extra minerals as a result. And now MC's build is very normal. He's chrono boosting Warp Gate research alone right now. He's got a Zealot and a Stalker coming out. He may just 4-gate here.
The way that he actually mines gas right now is really kind of the same what Sasa and Naniwa are doing. This
He's
is
only
exactly
got
the same
one
style.
probe in the second gas, so yeah, this is more efficient than having, well, now he's actually gone up to 3 on both. This is just really strange.
Well,
MC's still in his base too.
The timing like this works really, really well, and you have to remember that Squirtle is actually, well, he's a StarTale player, so Naniwa and Sasa are practicing in the same environment that he does, and they talk with each other. So Naniwa and Sasa have this style where they will always build like 2 assimilators, and they will only have two probes in there mining, because you get 80% of the gas mining out of 2 in comparison to 3 probes on the assimilator. And Sasa even goes that far as what he's shown at MLG, that he sometimes will only mine with 1 probe of the second assimilator and wait for like 30 to 40 seconds before he uses the second one, optimizing his gas.
You're right, and this probe will not make the pylon. MC's build completely shut down here, and it looks like Squirtle, with the build he has chosen, is going to allow him to get really fast Stalkers out with some Zealots early, and he will hold this 100%. He's now up 10 supply. MC warping Warp Gates that will not accomplish anything. He's desperately now going to have to make a Nexus.
And that's exactly the reason. If you optimize your gas build like that, you will have the edge when it comes down to the gas-heavy units. So Squirtle, you can really see that Squirtle, Naniwa, and Sasa are using similar styles. They train together, and this really pays off.
Oh, he's actually just going to run up the ramp here, but his opponent has way too much. MC needs to make a Nexus, but he hasn't done so. Back at home, he's taken his second gas, but that's all he's done. Maybe he's just going to make a Robo, and yeah, that is what he's going to do. Meanwhile, Twilight Council and additional gate going up for Squirtle.
Squirtle is a little bit ahead in Harvesters here, of course. We have him currently with additional, with the Twilight that you mentioned, the Robo for MC now. And if you start with the Blink Stalkers against the Robotics, it really comes down to the timing. If you attack at a time when the Robo player only has one Immortal, it's pretty easy for you to blink in and snipe it, but as soon as there are 2 or 3, it would be suicidal to try to break through your opponent's defenses with pure Stalker play.
Yeah, and we may see him expand with this. This is not the best map for Blink. In fact, it's arguably one of the worst. There is a place where you can blink from the third base. Oh, look at this. Squirtle catching some of the Stalkers. He may actually be able to force field and trap some more, and that's exactly what he tries. Nice microbite. Squirtle getting a lot of MC's units here. Squirtle on fire right now. Takes out several of the Stalkers. He's running up the ramp as well.
Squirtle is on fire. I'm not quite sure how that's going to mix with his water cannon, but I can definitely tell you that
seems
he's
very
getting
effective.
that he's getting the better end of those fights so far. But right now, the fight's over, and MC actually with one additional Stalkers. But here the warp-ins happen for Squirtle, and he has Blink coming up. It's halfway done. Oh, this is going to be really intense. In resources lost, we have the nearly... They're basically dead even. There's a difference of 100 minerals. That's all there's to it.
Yeah.
But this is really intense. Squirtle showing some aggression here.
Yeah, he actually was forced to warp in 3 Stalkers at home to deal with probe harass he faced in his main. But the second Immortal is on the way. The one advantage that Squirtle is going to have with this Blink is his mobility and his backstab potential. Though on this map it's very difficult to execute, but he has his Nexus first.
Oh, he spots the pylon, very important. He sees the pylon that MC has been building the top, so now there's no more way for MC to warp in units and attack the economy of his opponent. And with the Stalker, Squirtle just walks up the ramp, has a quick glimpse and blinks down. Very, very well done. And, well, Squirtle tries to take this expansion while MC still can't move down the choke point, but it won't last long until MC will have the force to move down. He will wait for the third Immortal, but that's all that's to it.
Robotic Support Bay going down for MC, which I really like, and Squirtle is going to have to do the same or get charged very soon. He's not going to be able to hold off a 2 Colossus push with this many Immortals of Blink Stalkers alone. This is not a map where the Blink Stalker counterattack potential is strong enough to where it can really win you games. It has happened in the past, but it's very rare, it's very difficult to pull off, and it's not something Squirtle can really plan for, especially because he's in the dark right now. Yeah, he went up the ramp and blinked back like you saw. Like you said, he saw the Immortals. He's going to do it again, as you guys just saw there. Got a good amount of vision of what MC's composition was, but that's going to be really scary. I mean, what he went up there and saw was, wow, you have the perfect army to just walk across the map and kill me with.
Yeah, exactly. That's the big problem that he has right now. He has the expansion, but will he really have the time to make this work? Will he have the time to
Will it pay off enough?
Yeah, he needs to capitalize on this, and in order for this to happen, he needs more time. He needs this economy to kick in so that he can start additional tech and warp the units in. He's getting the production facilities to do it, but if MC hits a good timing, moves out with this army that he has, 3 Immortals and Colossi, I'm not quite sure if Squirtle is actually in a position where he can hold that. He can try to go for a base trade scenario, but really defeating this army, that's something that that's not going to happen.
It will not happen, at least not yet. He's just now making his robo, adding 2 additional gates as well as kind of a backup plan. I don't think he'll use them unless the attack commences. If MC just makes this Nexus, he's not going to be in an ideal position because his opponent's economy is going to be better for longer, but he will still have the Colossus count advantage, which is what you want to go for in the late game, and MC is going to get range. He's not going to push across with just 1 Colossus.
But the advantage right now for MC is his tech. He has the better tech, he has the better army, the stronger army. So if he is just falling back now and tries to stay passive, this will work against him because the economy for Squirtle is really, really great, but he's a little bit weaker than his opponent because he's only relying on the Blink Stalkers at this point, and against all these Immortals and the Colossi, it's really hard to get the perfect engagement that Squirtle needs to take the army down. So if MC plays like really passive now, he will allow Squirtle to get farther ahead in the game. Squirtle will catch up in his tech and will have the economy to back it up.
Yeah, this is... You're so right, and this is starting to get a little bit stressful for Squirtle because, as you can see, he's desperately trying to find out what his opponent's got. He's trying to scare him a little bit into not moving out, but he's making an Immortal right now. He's not making a Robotic Support Bay, and that's what he needs. He needs to get that and a second Robo and start catching up in Colossus count.
The big problem for MC is that as soon as he moves out, there's the... he knows that Squirtle is not dumb enough to actually face him head on. That's not going to happen because Squirtle knows, okay, I only have Stalkers against the composition that MC has played. I'm kind of helpless up to the point where I get my own tech up. But he can go for a base race, and with all these Blink Stalkers that it can just blink up into the main base, that's a real problem for MC. So that's the reason why he does not move out here. He tries to get this economy up now, and he will probably add a Twilight Counter as well and go for Blink later.
Oh, if he gets his Observer! He gets it, and that means no Blinks into the main. None. That's it. And now Squirtle knows he's not even going to keep his Stalkers out here. MC may move out soon. He's going to have range and 2 Colossi. He's adding gateways. 2 gates going down. MC is going to kill Squirtle here. He's going to try to. It's not going to be easy. Squirtle is up 30 supply right now.
Don't know if that's really going to happen, Wolf, because let's look at what we see on the map now. We have already the first few Immortals out for Squirtle. He is on 2 against 3. He's lacking the Colossi, but he's building Colossi right now. And if this continues, we'll probably even see a second Robotics Bay in order to get the double Colossi.
Exactly. That's what he needs to do. MC may decide to try to take a 30. He's at least going to make it look like he is here. Oh, look at this. Taking so many damage on these Starkles already. This may even cause MC to move out, as he's already damaged those units. Look at this. Adding additional pylons now.
That's the second Robotics.
Yep, he needs it. And MC, I think MC's going to go. He's not waiting any longer, and this is going to be so hard to hold. Never underestimate the power of Colossus range when your opponent doesn't have it. Doesn't matter how many Zealots he has, doesn't matter if he has Blink or not. Colossus range is the reason why MC may very likely take this fight. Squirtle's trying to buy time with these Stalkers. He's trying to draw MC away from his base, but MC says, no, I'm going here.
But he's waiting. He's waiting a long time.
Oh, no! He cannot afford to lose that many hit points. MC, I think, may not wait any longer. He's making 2 pylons.
The second Colossus is done, though. The second Colossus, how many Colossi do we have? Range is, of course, an issue, but still 2 against 4 Colossi, 2 against 3 Immortals. The army supply is in favor of Squirtle, but only by a small margin. And here comes MC trying to walk up the ramp. The timing that he hits is perfect. Squirtle is not ready. He's not ready just yet. Here come the additional Stalkers from the back, trying to snipe all of them Colossi. One of them is down. The second one dies as well. Squirtle might just have been able to do it.
Well,
he kills every single Colossus of his opponent.
I think he's done it, man. The last Colossi falling, and with that beautiful Stalker Blink, with the surround, he will take out the last of MC's units, and Squirtle will hold. He was left to his advantage for too long. He had too many Stalkers. Beautifully micro. GG indeed.
Squirtle blinks in from the back with a set of Stalkers, and he takes him down. MC in the end. He waited too long. And this, guys, this is StarTale Squirtle looking like a boss.
That was insanity. There was no doubt in my mind that MC
He's getting ready for the water cannon.